All right. Hey, gang, what is going on? Crew of the 161 in the house. Happy Wednesday night. Trade world, the trade market is starting to heat up pretty quickly, right? Now that Carlos Correa signed, the majority of the difference-making free agents are off the market, right? Off the board. So trades are starting to pick up. And I expect quite a bit more. Before I do that, let's take a look at what everybody who's here. I want to give a shout out to T. Drake. Aiden's in the house. Train, Hayden, Miguel, T. Drake. Who else we got here? Yeah, the Padres, man. Padres signed Nelson Cruz today. Nice little clever trade. Bryce is in the house. What's up, my man? Appreciate that, man. Appreciate you, Bryce. And we'll get to the Brian Reynolds and all the other stuff too. We will get that. Most definitely. Who else is here? Here, we got a couple of folks in here. Having a good conversation here. Jonathan's in the house. Who else we got here? All right. Well, that's what we have right now in the chat. David Cohen. There he is. What's up, my man? What is good? Matt G's in the house. Jackson Ab's in the house. What is good? Yo. What's good, people? Welcome, everybody. So what's going on? I mean, we know that Carlos Correa is right. He passed his physical, and he signed his contract with the Twins is official. Tonight, the Twins are in deep discussions with the Marlins. I don't know if you've heard. If this trade goes through, starter Pablo Lopez will go to the Twins, and Luis Arias will go to the Marlins. Those are the two names being talked about right now. It could be a bigger trade, but that's what we have right now. And that sounds like it's got serious teeth. So I'll obviously update you on that when it happens, but that's a big trade that could happen. Another trade that happened early this evening, a little while ago, the Dodgers acquired a shortstop, Miguel Rojas. And from, let's see, well, he's in Miami, actually. So Miami's making quite a few moves. Miguel Rojas is going from Miami to the Dodgers. And they're sending back a Jacob Amaya prospect, a shortstop prospect. Now, let me give you a breakdown of the stats there. Rojas is a free agent in 2024, so they're only paying for this year. They're eating $5 million of his contract or paying the whole thing down. Okay, and let me give you a little rundown of his stats here. Well, let me give you Amaya's stats first. He's a good offensive prospect. 261 batting average in 2022, 17 home runs, 71 RBIs. 6 stolen bases, 795 OPS. Only 24 years old, so a nice prospect heading over there. Miguel Rojas coming to the Dodgers, batting 236. He's 33 years old too, so he's a veteran with 1 year left. So he could be a stopgap to their next top prospect that's kind of being groomed in their system. 6 home runs, 36 ribbies, 9 stolen bases, 606 OPS. But he also has a 996 career fielding percentage at shortstop. So elite defensive capabilities at shortstop. So maybe that's why they're doing that, bringing in just a kind of reliable, very good defensive shortstop as a stopgap until their prospect comes up. So TC Steels, yeah, I think the Yankees, this 5 weeks left. Okay. And I heard tonight too that the talks between the Pirates and Yankees have slowed down or stalled a little bit because they're still hesitating at the asking price for the Pirates. No surprise there. They're still asking for the moon. So, and this is going to be 5 weeks left of the offseason before spring training starts. So more trades are going to happen. And the Yankees also have a logjam at the infield. So I expect somebody to be moved there. It just doesn't make sense if they don't move anybody. So what's good, Bryce? D-Rod's in the house. Correa got the same deal. I mean, and Mike Mazza from Train Express, he broke it down nicely. He is essentially losing $150 million from 350 to 200. If that option vests, but again, he's got to get to that. And he'll add, $70 million to the deal. So he'll still be down $80 million. So failing 2 physicals really hurt his money. Really, really hurt his money. But, and Bryce, we have to be patient. Unfortunately, that's not what we want to hear. It's not what we want to do. But that's just kind of how the prices are still high for certain players. And, but I do think the Yankees will make another move. Maybe I think maybe they might make 2 or 3 moves. Some of them complimentary, but the big move I think is probably going to be Brian Reynolds. Which will be that's what Glaber for Crochet. Yeah, man, that's a I think he's going to get moved for pitching. And I think if anybody's going to get moved, it's probably going to be Gleyber Torres at front of the infield because he's got controllable years. He's the best trade asset there. So I do think he gets moved. And Crochet's definitely trade you got to consider. So David, yeah, I mean, I would definitely consider that too. So heavily consider it because he's get controllable years with Crochet. And again, that's the type of value. And thank you again, David Cohen. I appreciate you, bro. I do think, getting value back is where moving Torres is going to get them. So, and they got to get something back. They're not going to just move him for Pablo Lopez. So, and obviously, if they move into if they move from Miami to Minnesota, Minnesota's sending a bigger piece, Luis Arias, than Gleyber Torres. So they can probably, and they're already, those names are already being discussed as part of the trade. So Austin Meadows is a possibility, 2 TC steals. So, it's possible. It really is possible. Who do you think would dare to get T Drake? That's a good question. Dare to get Bauer out. Watch out for Boston. Boston also signed former Yankee Greg Allen tonight. It looks like a minor league deal with an invite to spring training. Yeah. He'll get a $1.4 million base salary if he makes the major league team. So, yeah. Riley McDaniel, ESPN on Twitter. It's on MLBTradeRumors.com too. So it's been corroborated too. So that's what I see right now. So Greg Allen's going to be a Boston Red Sox if he makes the team. I do think trade Torres to the Marlins for Cabrera and flip him to the Marlins for Reynolds. I mean, Cabrera's available. I think they made 4 starters available, not named Sandy Alcantara, of course. So, Crochet is the lefty and can close. Yeah, that's the type of piece you'd want to get back from Gleyber Torres. Now, back to T Drake's question. What I think would dare to get Bauer? Probably Boston. I wouldn't be surprised if Houston got him to replace Justin Verlander. A couple other teams. But I think his market's going to be small. But somebody's going to scoop him up, and if he stays quiet and stays out of trouble, he'll probably pitch well. So I don't think he's coming to the Yankees though. No. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing, Mark. I mean, I think Gleyber's only going to get moved before, unless it's somebody like Crochet, unless the team's willing to give up a good pitching piece, most likely relief. So it's the only way I see it happening. Yeah. Welcome back, Word Lifer. I hope you're recovering well from COVID. Please, just take care of yourself. When I got it too, there could be a lingering cough, even heaviness in the chest with you breathing a little bit. It affects the cardio. So just be careful and watch out for that, Word Lifer. Get good rest, get hydration. Alex Reyes, fireball reliever. Are they? Where'd you see that from, Aiden? I haven't heard that one. Where'd you see that one, David? MLB Scoops, I don't know. And MLB Scoops, they don't have a check on their thing, and they put out a lot of stuff. That's not always accurate. But I definitely would try to corroborate that with some other sources. But we do need a lefty reliever. Fortune, I don't know how to get you in here now that we're on here. I have no idea how to get you in. I have no idea, dude. Do you know how to do it? You can join. I just don't know how to do it. Let's see if I can figure this out. Yankees. So now you're saying the Yankees are getting Alex Reyes? Is that what? Where's that? I mean, you just said they were interested. Now you're saying they're getting him. That's got to be confirmed too. Where and if that's scoops, I don't know, man. And now you're going back to, do we think we get Alex Reyes? Yeah, Word Life. I just keep recovering, dude. Any truth to all these Donaldson and the Nets? The Mets, you mean the Mets? I doubt it. The Mets, so what I'm hearing too is part of their strategy with Carlos Correa. And one reason why they didn't kind of go back up above Minnesota's was because they're of the opinion, and a lot of folks are of the opinion, that Manny Machado is going to opt out after the offseason, and he'll be available to play third base in free agency. So, and he's going to be a little bit older, and he'll probably be cheaper than Correa too. So I'm thinking now that they're pivoting their interest over to Manny Machado. I mean, it was eventually, I would have thought they would have gone after Rafael Devers, but now that he signed his extension with Boston, he's off the market. But I mean, yeah, link the article in here, David, if you can find it. Yeah, that's what I know right now. Donaldson, I don't know. I mean, they've got Eduardo Escobar over there. He's better than Josh Donaldson. He's more, I mean, a better balance offensively and defensively. So I can't see them replacing Eduardo Escobar for Donaldson. I just can't see it. But crazy things have happened. I could be wrong. So, what's good, Scungili? What's up, baby? What is up? Good. Interest not getting a lot of teams will have interest. Teams will have interest in him, no doubt about it. So, yeah, now unfortunately, Liam Hendricks now got what's the second stage or whatever, non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. So, all best to him to a speedy recovery and hope he gets well. And I just hope he recovers from it. So it sounds as if they caught him. They caught it early, so which is good. So the Yankees could revisit trade talks with the Marlins. Yeah, but for who is the question? They don't need Pablo Lopez now, Lorenzo. So who would they trade for from the Marlins is my question. That's my more curious. I don't know, man. If Donaldson, if Manny gets into free agency, I'm sure the Yankees will consider him next year. I'm sure they'll consider him. Yeah, I saw the Mets have interest in Zach Britton, the Braves too, and a couple other teams. So, but I'm really curious to see what the Yankees are going to do at third base. If they keep Donaldson, I just hope he has a little bit of a better offensive season this year. His defense is still, obviously elite. Blue Jays and Jay Jackson agreed to a minor league deal. Who's that? Ricky Day. Is he available for? Yeah. Fortrain, I have no idea how to get you in here. How to get the link to you now that I have it opened. I don't. Trying to figure out how to do that, but I don't know how to do it. Let's see. Copy. See if this works. Hold on. Fortrain, hang on, dude. How do I send you a message is the question. Fortrain. Let me see here. Fortrain, private chat. I am using Chrome, yeah. I am using Chrome. That's how I get through StreamYard. Just don't know how to get you the link in it. Do me a favor, Mike Mazza. Message me in the private chat, and then I'll respond to your message. Oh, Robert Johnson trivia. Hold on a second. Gordon, yeah, Nick Gordon's not a bad option either. I mean, we don't really need the super power guy, but he could be a good. He's got 5 years of control, which is nice, and could be an option on the cheap as well. Now this guy Jay Jackson coming to, he's a relief pitcher. 35-year-old relief pitcher. He's been with the big leagues for the last couple of years, and with the Braves and some other things. He's fluctuated between AAA and the major league team Braves. So got a 31% strikeout rate. So not too bad. Not too bad. Not too bad. Now let me see something here. Give me 1 second. Yeah. All right. Here we go. So let's see here. Let me take a photo of this. All right. Get it to Massa. All right. So Ian Happ, he's another one. Ian Happ is another one. It's an option. People are talking still about. I do have a trivia question. I'll get it in a second. I am surprised that they didn't sign Bryce Harper. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed. I think he would have been perfect with the Yankees. I really do. And he's been great with the Phillies. I mean, he really, really has. And I do see him getting them over the hump. I do see them getting them over the hump eventually in the World Series. So I could see that. Quan, I don't think he's a rookie, Lorenzo. I don't think the Guardians would give him up. He's been pretty good. Pretty good with the Guardians. So, Ola's in the house. What is up, baby? Steve Levine's in the house. Brian Paskin, a lot of players to leave. I mean, yeah, I do think, Steve. I think it sounds like Brian Reynolds or bust. And they're essentially waiting on a decision from Pittsburgh. So, resend the pick. Was trying to save it to my photos. Andrew McCutcheon. Maybe. I just don't know if those guys are going to get it. Just like what's his name? Jerkson Profile. I don't know if they're going to be able to get any of these guys for under $3 million, which will keep them under the threshold, the Steve Cohen threshold. So, yeah. Well, I think they might. I don't remember if they traded for Stanton before Harper or did they wait until Harper signed before they got. I just don't remember. Could the big move they were talking about be Monite? No, that's not the big move. It's a good move. It's a smart move. It's a really, really smart move. Now, let me take a look here and see. We need the next situation. Yeah. Well, we definitely, whoever they get, I think needs to be just, that's why I mentioned guys like Nick Gordon or Brian Reynolds, because they can play leadoff. Like Ian Happ can't really run that fast. Now they can Max Kepler. They have their part, but we need a guy at the top, I think. And, I like DJ, but he can't run. So I'd rather have DJ at second with that contact bat. I'm moving a guy over to lead off and then going to Judge and then going to Rizzo and then Stanton. I think that, and then Harrison Bader. I think that would be a great way to do it. But we'll see what they do. I think it's going to go right down to the wire. And again, it's 5 weeks left, so there's still moves to be made by a lot of teams. Chicken Pond, baby, what's good? Oh, by the way, smash that like button again. Let's get them likes up if you don't mind. Anything I think the Mariners should do? Probably Mariners. Well, I think they need a second baseman, don't they? Adam Frazier's gone. So Gleyber Torres would be a nice fit there. A lefty reliever. I want Andrew Chafin, but he's in free agency. I'm not sure they can get him that cheap either. So, also, Bryce Harper and David, to your point too, he didn't want to shave his facial hair. That's another reason why he wouldn't play for the Yankees. So that would have to be an option. All right, we got 4 training. You got 4 training express joining the party here.
It's always a pleasure, man. Always a pleasure. You're muted.
Can you hear me?
Now I can hear you.
There we go. You got a little scratchiness on your end.
Oh, sorry, man.
There's a little scratchy sound in the background. Hunter Renfroe, he signed with the Angels. Oh, no, was traded to the Angels. Did he sign? Yeah, well, he's with the Angels now. So is Gio Urshela. So the Angels beefed up. They beefed up, man.
They did. They've had a nice off season this year.
They did. They're trying to. They're trying to keep Trout and Ohtani here, trying to show that these guys can actually win. So we'll see what happens. I don't know if Ohtani's going to get moved. Trout's not going to get moved. So
Trout's definitely not getting moved.
No.
Ohtani might. In the event that he does, that frees up some cap for them for next year so that they can make some more moves if need be.
I think he's going to sign elsewhere in free agency.
Yeah, I think he'll go to the Dodgers.
So do I. Luke Voigt's available. We don't really need. This is where TC Steals. I would have Andres Chaparro, one of their top infield prospects, because he plays third base and first base. And again, he would be a great backup for Rizzo. That's what I would do. So, and T. Drake, you might be right. I don't think Trout's leaving. I don't see anybody who's going to get Trout, and he's not asking to be moved either. So, but I think they're preparing for Ohtani to leave for sure.
That I could see. I don't see Trout leaving anytime soon. Even in a trade, because I haven't heard anything that he's wanted to be.
It's really scratchy on your end.
Let me take my headphones out. Hold on.
Acuna, I don't know if Acuna's being made available. I'm not sure. Trading. I don't see Stanton being traded, Carlos. Well, I don't see why they would do
Can you
it.
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you good now.
All right, cool.
What's wrong with Volpe at short and Cabrera in left? Well, Volpe. Where's Oswald Peraza going to play? Wookie. If Volpe's at short, where's Peraza going to play? Or Acuna is going to cost a lot. Tim King and Jordan, there's no doubt about it. And the Angels would take a money bath if Trout left. Trout. I mean,
Yeah.
I think they know they're probably going to lose Ohtani. But I mean, Trout's. I can't see Trout being
I
traded.
can't see Trout being moved.
No.
I mean,
At this point, you got money left. I can't see it.
I don't see it either. But I had messaged you earlier. We were talking about the whole Reynolds thing.
Mm-hmm.
We had touched on that, but I love how there's a lot of fans and a lot of people who are saying, "Oh, the Reynolds deal is dead. It's never going to happen." Don't buy into it. Because how much do you want to bet Sabian, Manaea, and Cashman are all in a room right now behind closed doors talking to Pittsburgh? I can guarantee you that's what they're doing. And a prime example of that would be Didi Gregorius when they went out and made that deal for him. And everyone's like, oh, they're not getting Didi. Arizona's not going to trade Didi to the Yankees. It's not going to happen. And then it ended up happening.
Now, a lot of folks hated the Didi trade. It turned out to be fantastic for the Yankees.
Yes.
I mean, I'm also hearing there's images now of Brian Reynolds having shaved his facial hair, his mustache. There's something going around right now where he's clean cut, which is
that's got to have some.
I'm interested. It's interesting.
Yeah,
it's interesting. Jake McCarthy's an option too, Lorenzo, but he's going to cost him. He's got a lot of controllable years. He's still a developmental player. Like him and Nick Gordon from the Twins are young. They got about 5 years of control left each. They could be options too. So, either one of them is not going to cost as much as Brian Reynolds.
No.
But it's.
But Brian Reynolds is the prize to get.
Yeah, he's the one guy that represents a serious upgrade in left field. A guy that can help close the gap between the Yankees and the Astros.
Now, just to throw this out there, because the chat and I were talking about this earlier. But if you got Reynolds and Bednar or Reynolds and Crochet, now you've really closed that gap between you and Houston. And now you've really put the fear of God into Houston, because now they're looking up at you of, oh, my God, now the Yankees are, this big-time team again. They're now more competitive.
Yeah, most definitely. And Jemima. Love it. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. One of the best reporters I get to at that point. Well, I appreciate that very much. We're watching in the living room right now. I love to hear that. That's fantastic. I thank you. Buy some of your merch. So we got merch coming out real soon, actually. We got the logo solidified now. Finally. And we got some stuff coming. We're going to start with hoodies and baseball caps. And then see how that goes. We'll add some t-shirts and some caps and things like that. There's some noise in the background. It's noisy on your end. It's a lot.
Yeah, I'm going to move to a different room. Hold on 1 second, bud.
Cash and buy time sells low. Not always so.
Sorry, my kids are loud.
It makes them buy low and sell high. Or buy low and sell low.
All right, there we go. There we go. That's better.
Yeah, Tanaka re-signed with a team in Japan, about $3.5 million American, and good for him. Good for him. There are a lot of folks that wanted him back, and he would have been nice, but he's
going back to Japan.
Great player. But I mean, they got Rodon. Rodon's an upgrade over Tanaka.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was a lot happier getting Rodon.
Oh heck yeah!
And I put that video out as soon as I had the chance to, and I remember that there was a lot of joy in Yankees and within the Yankee fan base that was nice to see.
Yeah. All right, T Drake, I'm with you too. That's why, myself and Mike and a lot of other folks, I wait until Jeff Passan or Jack Curry or some of these guys corroborate the stories. That's why I'll say it's on MLBTradeRumors.com or this one's reporting or whoever. And because if it's somebody like John Heyman, then I wait for somebody else to corroborate his story. I need multiple sources, so to put it out. But it's really hard to believe stuff. That's why I don't believe Nobody reported on Trout demanding to be traded to the Yankees. That's total baloney. So nobody's demanding him. So and again, there's no, yeah. I mean, give up Dominguez for Reynolds. Yeah, I would, Aunt Jemima. I would. Yeah, Tim King, Tanaka staying in Japan. It's good for him.
Go play.
Pitching, so.
So, I wanted to ask you something, Jason. I know that there's been a lot of
You're getting the scratching.
rumors with.
You're getting the scratchiness. It's loud too. Spencer Jones, possibly, and Joseph. I would like him in 2024. And Mike brought this up. A couple other folks. Gleber for Crochet. It sounds like an attractive trade. That's the type of guys and they do need a left-handed reliever. Monty Peralta can't be the only guy. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised Correa went back to the Twins. I mean, I don't think the Mets were going to go up further. I don't think the Giants were going to come back in. And again, they're familiar with him. He played with them last year, played well. They know about him and all this stuff. So, they're going to build around it. But again, they could move. There's the trade that's being talked about right now. They could be moving Luis Arias to the Marlins. So for Pablo Lopez, so they could be, because they do need an upgrade in their pitching, right? And the Marlins need more offense. So this makes sense. But I would have loved for them to add. It would have made them a much more formidable lineup having both of them there. But it looks like if this trade goes through, then it's just going to be, it'll be Correa instead of Arias. So, the Mets could trade for Donaldson, but I don't see why they would. They've got Eduardo Escobar there, Jonathan, who's an upgrade over Josh Donaldson. I can't see that happening. So, so I can't see that one happening.
Yeah. So we had talked about a while back about what if the Yankees made all these minor moves? Is it just a smokescreen? Or is it actually just something that they're going to be set on? And you and I had spoken about this a while back. Yeah. I think, personally, it's just a smokescreen to make it look like they're done, but they're not done.
No, they're definitely not done. And they've said that. So, like, if you hear from Hal and Cashman, like, they're not done. And then they'll say that they want Hicks to – he's a starter. And of course, that's how you try to increase this guy's value to make other teams feel like he could be a starter. So, Shift is in the house. What is up, baby?
What is up, Shift? Also,
Shift, what's up, baby?
If you think about it, you really think Sabian and Minaya are going to let Cashman and Hal just go without getting a left fielder? I think not. Yeah. Because both are great baseball minds, and you and I both agree on that both of them are very smart when it comes to the whole aspect of talent.
Oh, heck yeah. Heck yeah, most definitely. I can't Shift. Do you see them getting a left fielder, even if it's somebody? I mean, I would love it if the Mets traded for Donaldson too, man. That would be awesome. But let us know, Joey. Do you think they're going to get a left fielder?
If the Mets traded and got Donaldson off our hands and ate all of his salary, that would be the beginning of 2023 all over again.
Oh, it'd be fantastic. Fantastic. I mean, that's worth a Big Mac and apple pie alone.
Yeah, exactly.
Yankees are never done. You got that right, Mark. You got that right, baby. And yeah, I mean, there's a lot of us wish we can get Arias, but if you hadn't heard, the Marlins and Twins are working on a trade tonight to send Arias to Miami for Pablo.
I heard about that.
For pitcher Pablo Lopez. So
that'll be a huge trade if that happens.
Yeah, and there could be more trades. Yeah. I mean, more players involved in that trade. We just don't know yet. But it sounds as if the trade market is heating up now, particularly since basically the last big fish, Correa, is off the market now.
Yep.
So a lot of the impact players are signed. Nelson Cruz signed with the Padres earlier. So, and Big Daddy Greg Allen signed with the Red Sox tonight. So
Devers also re-signed with the Red Sox.
Yeah. Yes, he did.
I also sent you the link in our private chat as well for my channel for whoever hasn't subscribed. But
yeah, if anybody hasn't subscribed, check out Fortran Express right here. Joey, link your channel in the comments, man, from The Shift. I want to make sure that you guys check out The Shift, too. If you haven't seen...
The Shift is great, man.
If you haven't seen the shift, you gotta
when
see
he,
it.
when he puts out videos, and I'm at work and I'm not recovering airplanes, I'm just I check
Yeah,
his stuff out, and
his
he's got
energy,
some
man. His
good
energy.
stuff.
It's like
I
you and
love
me.
the energy he brings.
Yeah,
I
man.
mean,
It's like you and me and the shift. It's positive energy, and
yep,
looking for giving solutions to problems instead of giving problems to
yep,
solutions. Like we want our team to be better. We try to be
yep.
as uplifting. We try to give options and keep people open minded. So
And it's
um,
the quality of the work. It's not the
quality of the work is
quantity.
absolutely, man. Boricua Nation, Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Boricua Nation. Yeah, but go back up on the scroll, guys and gals. If you haven't subscribed to 4 Trainers Plus, please do so. And if anybody hasn't subscribed to the shift, please do so. And he's on the road to 9,000 subscribers. So I want to definitely help him get
Yeah,
there. We're
absolutely.
161. We're on the road to 20K. So if anybody hasn't subscribed yet, you're subscribing is greatly appreciated. So we thank you all. Alex Verdugo, yeah, I mean, that's not going to happen. The Red Sox are not going to trade Verdugo and the Yankees for Liberatores.
I mean, that would be lovely and that would be great, but
Mm-hmm.
they'll never do that.
Mm-hmm. Now, NYY Recaps is another fantastic channel. Derek,
Yep.
yes. Love NYY Recaps. NYY Recaps, the Shift, Morning Brew too. The Shift, 4 Trains Press are essentially the only ones that I watch. So,
Hello,
backstage baseball, yep. And then you got Yankees War Room too, another young up and coming YouTuber has got good stuff as well. So, NYY Recaps is fantastic channel. So, 18K before spring training. That's my goal, Tree Drake. I'd love to get to 20K by the time the season starts, if we can.
1 second, Jason.
Steals, yeah, that's why I said Yankee Morning, bro. That's Hector's spot. Yes, indeed. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna. I mean, the Yankees are. It sounds like the Yankees are willing to give one of their top 3 prospects. It sounds like they want 2 of them, and so I think this is where. What do you call it? Where there's an impasse, where there's a disconnect between them. So, and that's I think that's what's holding this thing up. Is the asking price is different than the willing price. So we'll see. But solid info is important, Sean. It's important to be accurate. It's important to be accurate. So, yeah, I mean, optimism is good, and realism is good too. That's why we give accurate information, because at the very least, want to be optimistic in a world of reality, right? And that's the key. So, at least here on our channels, that's what we do. We give accurate information. It's important so that you know what's going on. So that's why we don't put up BS news, propaganda, clickbait stuff, and blah blah blah. We don't do that.
That's why with Twitter accounts that don't have the check marks, I don't buy into, and I always verify the information.
Yep. That's why we don't waste our time attacking other people. We don't do that here.
It's not worth it.
It doesn't elevate you. It's a waste of time. So Willie Adames, Aiden was a Dodgers trade target for shortstop, and now that they've got shortstop earlier tonight, it looks like that's not going to happen now, at least. So, I can't see, but the Yankees don't need Willie Adames themselves. So the Dodgers represent a better fit for him, but still can't see it happening. Now I'm looking for my baseball trivia because I did have a trivia question for you guys. Oh wait, here we go. I'm gonna pull it up. Go to a little trivia and have some fun. Yeah, I mean, Garofalo. Oh, by the way, if anybody here is a football fan, Jets fan, the Jets fired their offensive coordinator tonight.
I heard about that. And some good news on the Buffalo Bills front, and I know this is not Jets or Giants, but Damar Hamlin has been released.
Yeah.
Not only from the Cincinnati Medical Center, but the Buffalo Medical Center as well. And he's training again. He's doing light work at home and with the Bills themselves. So it looks like he's going to make a full recovery, and I'm thrilled about that, because you never wish that on anyone.
Yeah,
that was a hard thing to watch, but I'm very happy to hear that he's doing better. And prayers still to his family and the Bills, and hopefully he can make a full recovery and get back to playing football.
Yep, no doubt about it, 100%, man. Oh, it's always good news to hear that, man. Yankees Avenue is definitely a good channel, Hayden. They're a good channel too. A lot of fun over there. You guys,
with Dan Rourke and Patrick Hennessy.
yep.
Yeah, I watched them too.
What is this? We hear a rumor about. Well, I heard. I didn't hear Arrays and Kepler. I heard.
I heard Arise and I think Lopez and Arise straight up is what I heard.
That's what I heard straight up too. I mean, the Kepler. Some people were commenting, adding if Kepler's going to be involved, but I haven't heard, based on the reports, that anything beyond Arias and Kepler, Arias and Lopez right now. But that could change, man. That could change. So T Drake, my football channel, which is up and running again. So I uploaded today for the first time a little bit. I was focused on the baseball running channel. So mine, T Drake, is this. I'm putting the name of Empire State Tripod. So it's all about the Jets, Giants, and the Bills, the New York teams. So take a look at it. Backstage Baseball, what's up, buddy?
What's up, Hillel? How you doing, man?
Hello, if you want to hop on, feel free to hop on, dude. Feel free to hop on, my man. But yeah, that's the name of my baseball channel. I just wrote it in the comments. Where is it? Yeah, my football channel is called Empire State Tripod. So if you're a football fan, guys and gals, please hop over. Please subscribe to the channel. I just started consistent uploading again today after a few-week break. Now it's going to be regular uploading again. All about Jets, Giants, Bills. So, and I'm looking to get it to the level of this baseball channel too. So that's the plan ultimately. Gerald, hold on. Gerald put something out here. What do we hear? Yeah, hop on, Hillel. My man.
I just sent him the link, so that way.
Fujinami signing. Fujinami. What Japanese player? Where did he sign? But by the way, somebody asked about Detroit. I mean, the only other Detroit reliever I think I would go for would be, now that Soto's been traded to the Phillies, would be Andrew Chafin, but he's a free agent. So, T Drake, appreciate you. Thank you for subscribing, man. Appreciate that, man. In the car, just landed in Florida, so in the future, cool backstage. Have a great time in Florida, dude. Enjoy the warm weather while we stay here in the cold.
Yeah, man, enjoy it.
Giants beat Vikings. Yeah, I mean, the Giants are in the playoffs, man.
It's nice to see a New York team in the playoffs.
Yep. I think they're a 6 seed, too.
Yeah.
So, the Oakland A's have signed right-handed pitcher Shintaro Fujinami to a one-year deal, according to
I heard that.
Okay. Let's look him up here.
He used to play with the Fighting Nippons, I think.
Yep. All right, before I look him up, I'm going to give you all my trivia question of the night. You guys ready, and gals?
Let's do it.
So, yeah, we'll be on for a little while backstage. I mean, I'll be on at least until 10:30. So it'll be at least an hour. So we start with another 20 minutes or so. 63 degrees in Florida. Yeah, it's like 30 over here up north. All right. Here's my trivia question for the night. When was baseball first played in the Olympics? Don't Google it just yet. When was baseball first played in the Olympics? What year? Yeah, Joe, we don't do no bullying up in here. We block the bullies and the people that come in with just the nasty derogatory talk and attacks and all that stuff. No, we don't do that here. You know that, Gerald. So we a lot of folks. We got a lot of good folks here, and that's the way we do it. We don't do no propaganda. We don't attack other people. Don't attack other channels. It's not worth the time. 1912, dude. Right on it, baby. Right on it, Sean. 1912. 1912 is right. Is absolutely right.
Good job, Sean.
Arizona Alley. What I think about Boston. I mean, they brought in Justin Turner, Corey Kluber, right? What else have they done? They extended Rafael Devers, but they did lose.
They got Yoshida.
That's right. But they lost. Hey there. They lost Xander Bogaerts. So it's 1912 is the answer, gang. 1912. Yeah. Which was a long time ago, man. It's 100.
That's a good hot minute.
Yeah, man. Eagles. I appreciate you, Carlos. Thank you, dude. The Eagles are really good, man.
They
Really,
are
really
really
good.
good.
I'm a big Jalen Hurts fan. So I'm also a big Devonta Smith fan. Their wide receiver is fantastic. Man.
Yeah.
You won the. Did I really win it, Barbara? I won the Frozen prediction challenge with a record of 6-8. You want to recap the Yankees morning brew with about 3-11, and ball cap was 4th. Wow, I didn't realize I was 6-8. All right, I'll take it, Robert. That was fun, man. I want to have those guys on again and do this again. So, for age predictions, that was a lot of fun. We'll do trade deadline predictions too, and we'll do some other stuff. But I'll definitely be live during the trade deadline. Do a live stream. I'm also going to do a live stream on my football channel during the NFL draft, right around there. So it's going to be pretty cool.
It's going to be interesting to see how the rest of the football season plays out. With now you got the Giants in the playoffs, you got the Bills in the playoffs,
the Jaguars. What the hell?
Jaguars.
Yeah.
You've got. I mean, you're getting teams that you wouldn't expect to see in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
In the playoffs.
Bengals are back in there. The Rams are not. The Niners. Eagles. Chiefs. Cowboys. Hey, Benji, what's happening? Eagles, Buffalo, Super Bowl. I could see that. That'll be a really good Super Bowl, too.
Yeah.
Really good Super Bowl. I mean, Josh Allen, he's a beast.
Allen is a beast.
Josh Allen, an absolute beast. Do I have any videos for spring training? Not yet, Aiden. Not yet.
I'll probably start. So I did earlier, like when the channel first started, I did a WBC series. I'm going to continue doing that.
Do it.
Once the rosters start to fill out more.
Yeah.
But I'm going to put out our divisions rosters.
Yeah, man. Oh yeah. I'll do something similar. I mean, I'm also going to do my division predictions. I'm also working on my 2023 projections now for the offense. I did the starting rotation in the bullpen already. The offense is up next, which I'm working on trying to finalize. So I'll get that out this week as well. Ideas for spring training, Aiden? Yeah, we got some stuff. We got some stuff coming.
Yep.
We keep things on a down low, but we got some stuff coming. So
definitely
keep suspense and interested. Dolphins, David. Okay. All right. I mean, I was worried about Tua. I mean, I think Tua still has the talent, man. Mariners ALCS, I could see. Giants will beat the Eagles. I mean, if the Eagles beat the Giants twice this year, the Giants beat the Eagles now, and I'd be surprised, but be kind of cool. It
would be.
I think it's going to be really hard to beat the Eagles. Yeah. So I appreciate that, Benji. Thank you. I think you'll love Ford Train Express. I also think you'll love the shift as well. Lions. I mean, the Lions knocked who out of the playoffs? Oh God, they just beat. Who did they beat?
Wasn't the Colts? Was it?
No, I do, Carlos. I do think Machado is going to opt out.
Yeah, I think the Mets will get him.
I can see that. Who did the Lions eliminate? They eliminated 1994, 1998 as a metal sport. As a metal sport, yes. I think you're right about that.
Hey, Jason, I'm going to bounce. I'm going to go help with the kids, but I appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, man.
I will definitely talk to you during the week, and if I hear anything, I'll let you know.
Keep up the good work, bro. Keep up the good work. Talk to you. Who did the Lions eliminate? Lions eliminated. Where the hell? The Packers. They eliminated the Packers. That's right. Yes. Do I see any path at this point for Yankees acquiring Burns? Probably not. I mean, now that they got Rodon, I don't think so, Wookie. At least not yet. Maybe the deadline could be something different, but at least not yet. They have a bigger need right now in left field. They really do. I could do it, TC Steelers. I'll do it. I'll do it for just $1 million, not $10 million. So put me out there. I'll be all right. I'll be all right, man. The Niners look good too. Just saying they're in the play. Yeah, they definitely are. They definitely are in the playoffs, man. I don't see them releasing Hicks. I think they're going to try and trade him. If they release him or DFA him, Nicholas, they're going to have to eat his entire contract, and that's definitely not something the Yankees want to do. They don't like eating contracts, so I think they're going to try and trade him no matter what. And then if they have to entertain releasing him, then they'll do that. But they're going to try to eat him, eat the contract. And move him rather than eat the contract. Yeah, I think somebody signs Bauer, JC. Who I'm not sure yet, but could be the Red Sox, could be the Astros, could be a couple other teams. I still see them being moved or being signed. They're not stuck with Hicks yet. It's not over yet. There's 5 weeks left, Boricua, of the offseason. And remember, folks get signed during spring training, and there are guys towards the end of spring training who get released or cut, and those guys will be picked up by a lot of teams as well. So there's still a lot of time before the actual season starts for the Yankees to make moves. So it's as much as it's hard to say, we got to be patient. We got to be patient. And again, that's easier said than done. So Fujinami, it sounds like he's a pretty good pitcher. A trade for where would he play, David O'Neill? You're talking about the pitcher or the catcher? You mean Tyler O'Neill, David? Is that how you're saying? Let's see. If it's Tyler O'Neill, Chafin is a guy I would be signing. If they can get him, I would sign Chafin. There's no doubt about it. So Tyler O'Neill, he's another option. I think they're really going after a left-handed contact guy, but we'll see. We'll see. I do think the Yankees will go hard after Murakami too. So he mentioned him going out west, but he also mentioned the Yankees specifically as a team he's interested in. So he's not afraid for 2 more seasons, but he'll only be 25 at that point. And at that point, Rizzo will be a free agent. So anything can happen. Anything can happen. So a trade? No, I wouldn't trade for Salvador Perez. There's no need to. It's way too expensive. He makes like $20 million a year. But they might want to try to move. But as the Yankees, I don't see the point. He's getting older. And I would just keep Trevino as Trevino's the guy right now. Spencer Jones 40% batted ball, 100 Yeah, he is. This guy's Spencer Jones is legit. He's rocketing up the system. So, O'Neill didn't work for Cardinals. Why try in New York? Well, Bader's working out here. I think we're all happy with, most people are happy with Harrison Bader. Tommy Pham, forget about him. He's a little bit of a clubhouse cancer. Profar is intriguing, but he's caught. They're going to have to move somebody first. They have to move Torres or somebody in clear salary in order to keep him under the threshold. And they only have $3 million in the room, and he's Profar is going to cost a heck of a lot more than $3 million based on his production. So, payroll. Yeah, exactly. They're going to have to make a move too if they get to take a payroll with Reynolds. Some payroll will be moved in a trade. Depending on who they go, but Reynolds makes $6 million past year, this coming year, so in arbitration. So they would have to move some money to keep them under. But if they got Reynolds and were able to stay under the threshold, that's a monster offseason. Gary Sanchez, hard pass. There's no point. They have Ben Warford, I think, who's healthy now and bats from the left-hand side. So I think he's going to be platooning with Jose Trevino. I do think so. One more starter. Boricua, Pablo Lopez is close to, they're the Twins and the Marlins are working on a trade right now, which is going to send Pablo Lopez to Minnesota for, sounds like, Luis Arias. So. Yeah, Trey Sweeney's good. Yankees fan. Trey Sweeney's good. He's one of the best left-handed swings. Left-handed bats in their system. So what are the Yankees going to do with Higgy? It depends. And if Warburt's healthy, then they'll probably trade him. So now, Boricua, the trade hasn't happened yet, but they were heavy into talks tonight. And again, it sounds like Pablo Lopez was the main piece going to Minnesota, or would be if the trade goes through. And Luis Arias would be the main piece going back to the Marlins as we speak right now. So it's not official yet. I'm double checking here. No, it's not official just yet, but that's the news what we have tonight. So yeah, Ben Workvett's finally healthy, TC. So I'm really curious to see what's going to happen there. Interesting. Nobody's even making a call. I mean, Sanchez will probably get picked up. He'll probably get picked up by the Marlins or Rockies or something like that. T Drake, man, always a pleasure, bro. Have a great night, man. Then I appreciate you, bro. See you soon, man. Yeah. Bader career. Bader's doing the job that the Yankees need. So, and I think he'll be fine. He's healthy. I think he'll be fine. He'll have a good year this year. He's also one of the best defensive center fielders in all baseball. So, you know, I could see the Mets getting where would they play rounds is the problem. They brought back what's his name? Nimmo. So there's not a spot to play Brian Reynolds because they're pissed off. I can't see Steve Cohen doing Reynolds because it wouldn't make any sense, at least per position wise. How many midnight deals will Cash make this? Oh God, over under. I'm gonna say over under 1. That's what I'm gonna say. So Wookie, let's say hypothetically the Yankees pull out and flop it on the table and all in on getting Burns with it. That'll cost Volpe or maybe Volpe and Dominguez or Volpe and Peraza. Corbin Burns, they're not going to get him for less. It's going to cost more than Brian Reynolds. Kevin Pillar, is he a free agent or is he still with the Mets? I hope they use one of their kids as a fourth outfielder in the Yankees. Give one of these young kids a chance. So, I think they announced the Hall of Fame class in a couple of weeks, Sean. Rangers are in on Reynolds, but we'll see. We'll see. We will see what happens here. I don't know if the Rangers have what it takes. So we just don't know yet. But would I be surprised if they got him? No, because they're still being aggressive. They're still trying to add to that team. So, Mark Canna, Simple Fix, not making that much money. I can't see it happening. I don't even know if they have the players to get him, David, the Mets. They're going to have to trade either Beatty, third baseman, or that Alvarez, that catching prospect. They're not getting it without one of those guys. Yeah, I saw that, but we start to stagnate. The asking price is still a little high. Nothing on Mullins aside from the Marlins had talks with the Baltimore Orioles, Benji, and talks involving Cedric Mullins. That's all we know right now. So, yeah, and I do think Workbet should be the alternate catcher on the team. So, Kevin Pillar's in the Dodgers minor league system. Okay, so they signed him on a minor league deal. Good. What do I think the bigger deal than Rodon is? It's got to be Brian Reynolds. It's got to be Brian Reynolds, in my opinion, JC. I don't see anything else that could be unless they get Corbin Burns, but I don't see that. They don't need another starter right now. They need a left fielder. So I can't see that happening. So, yeah, the Rangers are being super aggressive spending, that's for sure, Ben and Danielle. 100%. They've showed interest in Chafin, Mo, so I've heard that. So would I be surprised if they got him? No, I think it would be a good idea, actually. Alex Kirilloff from the Twins. Let's see. Alex Kirilloff, 25-year-old. He's an outfielder and a first baseman. Bats on the lefty side. Let's take a look at his contract. Is the other thing here too, because that's the other thing. They want to stay. If they want to stay on the cheap, then he's obviously in arbitration. But how many years does he have until he becomes a free agent? Let's have a look, and we'll be able to tell you that right now. Alex Kirilloff. Kirilloff. Where the heck is he? Let's have a look. I don't see him on here. Hmm. Got a couple years of free agency. Until free agency. That I know. Again, he's 25 too, so he's got. Oh, here we go. He's pre-arb. He's not a free agent until. Doesn't even say actually. He's just pre-arb. So it looks like his first year. So it looks like he has 5 more years left. So it won't be a free agent until 2028. Kirilloff. So he would be the prototypical guy the Yankees would look to get, but he's not better than Brian Reynolds. That's the thing. So. But I like to see them get Jerkson profile, not before Brian Reynolds. I think it's Brian Reynolds or bust based on more hearing. So, and again, he's not going to cost. He's going to cost a lot more than $3 million. That's the other thing. They need to stay under the threshold. So, Matt Moore from the Rangers is a viable option for lefty from the bullpen too. So yeah, I did mention Moore the other on another video earlier today. So. O'Hearn from Kansas City, Baltimore. He's young, cheap, and can play outfield and first base. That's another guy. There's some guys that I think need to be considered, man. David Cohen, I do, and some folks need to be, and it's guys like this who are probably going to be the ones that get acquired if they can't do Brian Reynolds. You know what I mean? Yeah, second year outfield. So he's approaching his second year. So he's got 5 years left of team control. So if you can get Crochet over Chafin, yeah, and that's a guy you could trade Gleyber Torres for, and that's a guy I would trade Gleyber Torres for. And again, a nice guy that Matt Blake can work with. That'd be a nice trade. Waka, maybe, but not before a guy like Crochet or not before Andrew Chafin. Chafin's probably going to cost, based on his performance, 6 or 8 million per, I would say. Relievers are getting paid, so I would say at least that. Well, we don't know if nobody's biting a Torres just yet, Sean. That's the other thing. We could just wake up one morning and he could be traded. So that's the other thing. Cashman doesn't leak anything. Absolutely nothing. So I was just DFA by Baltimore. So I'm guessing the Yankees are probably looking into him. Yeah, I can't see the Mets acquiring Brian Reynolds. I just can't, Gerald. No, I've said that many times, Booyah. The Yankees are not done. They're not done. Highly doubt it. Yeah, it's going to take a 2 or 3 year deal for Shaking. If you can get him on a 2-year deal, Benji, that's a good. Lipari's in the house. What's up, brother? What is good? Anthony Lipari's in the house. What if the Yankees trade Gleyber and 2 other minor leagues for a reliever like John Duran? It's possible. Possible. A lefty would be good, though. John Duran. Crochet would be nice. You might not even need to add that much to Torres, but maybe. Yeah, the Padres, Greg, yours, you haven't heard they signed what's Nelson Cruz today? It's a DH, so they keep adding bats. They've added Matt Carpenter, they've added Xander Bogaerts, so they're on it. So 76 likes. Let's get over 100 likes, gang, if you don't mind. If anybody hasn't hit the like button, let's just smash it right now. If you don't mind, let's get over 100 likes. That's always a goal. It's always helpful to the channel. I appreciate it. And if anybody in here hasn't subscribed to the channel, I hope that you do that. If you enjoy the content enough, it's really helpful enough, and it motivates me to continue to put out good stuff. So I appreciate that. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, Booyah. Yeah, Greinke's out there, but I avoid Greinke. There's other better options for the Yankees. Yes, Happy New Year, everybody. Hit that like button. No doubt about it, Boricua. No doubt. What if the Phillies offer Brandon Marsh, Hands Cruiser? Maybe, but I can't see the Phillies getting him either. Marsh was pretty good for them. But anything can happen. Yankees fan, anything can happen, bro. Yeah, Chapman's out there. I don't think he's coming back to the Yankees. Can I possibly see secretly step back and let my say we try to make the trade? Maybe. Who knows? Or at the very least, work together. Whatever it is, whatever it takes to get him. The key is just getting him. So if they don't, then they don't. But we gotta definitely put their best effort forward to try to get this guy. Who would trade a starting all-star middle infielder at 26 for a bullpen piece? Depends on how good the bullpen piece is, Peter. If it's controllable for a bunch of years, a lot of teams would do that. Anthony Lipari, man, what's up, my man? What's up, bro? Yeah, Green's coming off Tommy John. Britton's had injuries. I can't see either one of those guys coming back to the Yankees, but I wouldn't be surprised either. You know, the shift saying here. I remember Paul O'Neill retired. They didn't replace him until July when Raul Mondesi, Serrano thought. This is true too. This is true too, Shift. This is true. Not exactly sure. I can't see Brian Reynolds making it to the trade deadline. I just can't. I would be surprised. I'll put it that way. So, but you're right about that, Paul O'Neill. Oh man, Mondesi, wow. Yeah. Oh man, it's a good point. It's a really good point, Jimmy Shift. Really, really good point, man. Parameters of the deal. Yeah, I mean, why you never put out a DH in the outfield? Every Ranger fan knows been cursing that game ever since. Yeah, I mean, I think he's going to get some. You know, him and Mike Carpenter will share DH duties and maybe spot duties in the field or whatever. I don't see him being a full-time guy, obviously, but I'm really curious to see. But they have two of these old veteran guys. You know, I think they're trying to get, recreate that lightning in a bottle like Matt Carpenter had with the Yankees. I think they're looking for that again. But they'll definitely help complement that lineup, which is super deep. Super deep. And they're, again, trusted veteran players. So it's good having those type of mature professionals in the lineup, on the roster, in the dugout. Do I think Austin Wells, Spencer Jones? I'm not sure Spencer Jones makes it this year. Maybe Austin Wells. I think Spencer Jones will be here in 2024. Spencer Jones, maybe in 2024. Austin Wells, maybe later in the season. So, and Ron Washington. That's why Texas lost that series. Maybe. Yeah. Johnson, yeah. I mean, yeah. I hope not. I hope the Dodgers don't get him, but they definitely have what it takes. The question is, are they willing to part with it? We don't know. We really don't know. Dodgers unload Anthony Rendon and make him trade Hicks and Donaldson. I don't know, man. Rendon's still owed a lot of money. I can't stay healthy. I mean, but I appreciate that. I mean, people really want to move Hicks and Donaldson, that's for sure. I saw today Glaber for Verdugo was talked about. Talked about by who, though, Joseph? Not talked about by no baseball, like, insiders. So that's never going to happen. Why would they do that? That would be crazy. But where'd you hear that from? What prospect am I looking forward to coming to see? Spencer Jones, Everson Pereira, Anthony Volpe, Clayton Beater, guys like that. Matt Crook. Yeah, I haven't heard that. Dreaming Field and DJ at third, Peraza at short, Volpe at second, Rizzo at first. That's top five. I mean, theoretically, 2024 could happen because Donaldson will be not be here. I can't see them bringing back Donaldson. Excuse me. Yeah, I mean, Reynolds would be a great fit in LA or New York. That would stink. That would stink if the Dodgers got him. It really would stink. Jonathan, next live stream is Saturday night. This one I just wanted to do because there was a lot of news happening today. So a lot of stuff going on. And Carlos Correa passing his physical. And the deal is official now. And a trade that happened earlier, a trade that's being worked on right now. So it's definitely good to check in with you guys during the week. Yeah, I mean, yeah. DJ LeMahieu on the hot seat? No, I don't think he is. No, he's got a couple years left in his contract, so. Reynolds trade, Dominguez, Montez, Beater. I don't think they'll take Montez, but Dominguez and Beater, I definitely think they'll trade. I'd be surprised if they took Montez. But it's going to cost at least that, Chris. You know. Yeah, DJ being healthy for the entire season would be a welcome thing, wouldn't it, Billy? It would be very welcome, man. Brian Reynolds to the Rangers gaining a lot of traction. Where? Bring back the real Martian breaker. Yeah. I hear that, Bacon. I hear that, baby. Jeff Beck. Oh, I did hear that. Yeah, rest in peace to Beck, man. Yeah. What player would I trade Volpe for Jason? To me, it's not untouchable. Volpe would be Juan Soto. Probably Juan Soto. Probably the only player I'd trade Volpe for. I heard the Angels could be moving Joe Adell too. They're looking at least. So I think a change of scenery would be a welcome addition for Joe Adell. I do think so. I'm listening, Black Spider, the Star Strapper. Nice, Billy. Nice, bro. Gardner's just sitting there as a free agent. He hasn't retired yet, so yeah, there's nothing yet. So what I do, yeah, Volpe for Trout. I would pass on that personally. I'd rather keep Volpe. I like Trout, but I'd rather keep Volpe. Michael Ryan, what's up? What's up? Reynolds package requests us Dominguez, Beater, Will Warren, Luis Hill, Domingo Herman, and Dunham. Elijah Dunham. That's a pretty hefty package there. It's a lot of pitching. I would ask for David Bednar to be thrown into that trade. Personally. Braves are on it. I'm not surprised. Braves are no surprise. Why didn't we get Didi? They don't need Didi. Honestly, Andrew, they don't need him at this point. I like Didi, but they don't need him at this point. Volpe for Acuna. Maybe, but maybe. I forgot about him. I don't personally, Drew, but I like Mike Trout, but that's a tough one for me. It really is. But I know other folks would move Volpe for Trout. I know they would. Well, if he stays healthy and Mike King comes back healthy, then he'll get every opportunity. But you got Johnny Loiza. The good thing is you have several guys here who can close, so they can feed off each other. And even who they bring in, Tommy Canley. His best inning, his lowest ERA inning is the ninth inning, so he can do closing duties too. So, but I'm glad we have 3 or 4 guys who can serve that role in late innings. That to me is more valuable. A lot of folks are really sold out on Tiny. I don't know if he'd hack it in New York. I just don't know. I really don't. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I'd probably move Glaber to the White Sox for Kershaw. Most likely, yeah. Yeah. So, asking for Ladder from Rangers for Reynolds. I heard somebody speculating on that. I heard Fuzzy talk about that. And it's probably what it's going to cost Leiter. And will they move him is the question. I don't know. And they do have Kumar Rocker there now too, and they have all that other pitching. So it might cost somebody like that to get Brian Reynolds. And they want a top pitching prospect. Well, that's what Jack Leiter is. So they could definitely make it happen. Tiny signed with the Dodgers. Yeah, we'll see about Machado with the Mets. I do think Ohtani goes to the Dodgers. Yeah, playing players for Liam Hendricks, man, was, yes, no doubt about it, was conditioned. Better than West Coast. I think so, Brandon Danielle. I do think he's more suited for the West Coast. I just do. East Coast is brutal with fans and haters and criticize. Like, East Coast is brutal. The Mets I can't see them getting Machado and Ohtani. I can't see that. But crazier things have happened. Crazy things. I mean, they could spend up to $500 million payroll, and if they don't win a World Series in the next several years, man, so Imagine the hell they're going to get. Imagine the hell they're going to get. We haven't hit 100 likes yet. Let's get them likes up, gang, if you don't mind. If anybody hasn't hit the like button, just please smash it if you don't mind. I want to get over 100 likes. Always try to get over 100 in the live stream, so it's greatly appreciated. Yeah, Ohtani to the Dodgers seems like inevitable, honestly. And I think Machado will be good in the East, too, yeah. Oh, we got a bold trade here. Volpe, Peraza, Dominguez, Welsh, Schmidt, Herman. And that's not named for Reynolds, O'Neill. Wow. You want to give up 1, 2, 3, 4. Schmidt, Herman, for Reynolds, O'Neill, Cruz, and Bednar. That would be nuts, Ivan. That's a bold trade right there. That's a bold-ass trade. Wow, I don't know. Think about that one. Oof, that's a lot to give up. It's a lot to give up. Willie Calhoun left until the trade. They might. Booyah. The Mets. I could see it. It happened before. I mean, spending all the money doesn't guarantee you're in the playoffs, which is, the Mets. It doesn't guarantee you to go deep in the playoffs either. So nothing's guaranteed. These guys got to stay healthy and they have to perform. So, it's crazy that Stan gets paid a ton and Campion left. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy because his issues are in a lower body too. So he'll get more playing time as DH, but he'll get a little bit of outfield. But yeah, I mean, thankfully the Marlins are eating a chunk of his contract, so which helps. But he said he's got like almost 400 home runs, so I could see him hitting his 500th here with the Yankees. He's got 5 years left here, so we got 100 likes. All right, gang, thank you very much. If the Angels trade Ohtani and Trout, they can get a whole new team. Yeah, they would rebuild the whole entire franchise. I mean, pretty much the whole entire roster for just those two trades. There's no doubting that. You're absolutely right. Arias, he's a couple years away. At least Yankees prospect Arias, right? Roderick, he's several years away. Yeah, I mean, Pereira or Oswaldo Cabrera get a shot at left field if they met some. If the Yankees don't make a move, I still think they're trying hard to make a move. We'll see if that actually comes to fruition. We will see. But so that's what I got. Let me check MLBTradeRumors.com one more time before we wrap it up. We'll see if anything else happened while we're on here. Oh, just the Dodgers acquiring the shortstop, the Blue Jays and Jay Jackson. No, that's it. Greg Allen going to the Red Sox. And then the trade from earlier. The Nelson Cruz going to the Padres, and the trade that's being worked on right now between the Marlins and the Twins. See if it actually gets over the finish line. We'll see. We got a bold prediction from the shift here. Florial wins a starting left field job in the spring training. Hits 280-40. Whoa. That is bold with big-time, bold, underlined capitals shift. That's what I'm talking about. My bold prediction will be if Volpe makes it, he hits 25 home runs and steals 25 bags. That's going to be my bold right there, shift. What do you think of that? 25 and 25. And not 25 strikeouts and 25 pop-ups like Hicks. That's my bold for Volpe. What are your thoughts? Red Sox, I mean, don't be surprised if they're better than people think. They do this and they kind of gut and they move on for people and be bad for 1 year like they were last year. They could be a surprise good team this year with the quiet additions that they've made. But we don't know. I hope they're the worst again. I really do. But Philly's best in the East, yes. Dairy Farmer, yes, no doubt about it. But yeah. Donaldson hitting 40 home runs. I think a lot of us would faint. Yankees need a Ricky Henderson. Yes, they do, man. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Mine's believable. Man. I'm going to add to the bold. I said if he gets called up in the second half of the season, he still goes 25 and 25. If he gets makes the team out of spring training, then I'm going to add like 20 doubles and like about a 60 or 70 RBIs, something like that. I think he's good. Well, I mean, I'm really looking forward to. He looks special. He really does. But yours is bold shift. I like it, bro. I like it. I like it, man. Yeah. Bader should be considered to the leadoff. Yes, I would agree. If they don't do anything, I would lead off Bader. He's locked in all the time. We need a guy that's locked into the games. No doubt about it. Here we go. Here we go, Sid. Bold prediction. Here we go. We got another one. Hicks visit New York Presbyterian Hospital 25. Oh, I love it. Oh, God. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, Bader, baby. No doubt. 30 stolen bases, I take that. I would like 30 from him, 30 from Peraza, and a couple other guys. And Volpe would be fantastic. Fantastic. Bold take, trade all the farm to the Pirates for Reynolds, O'Neill, Cruz, and Bednar. That would be kind of nuts. It would be kind of nuts. I mean, but you never know. You never know. Marlins traded the top part of their farm for Luis Castillo. So, I mean, the Mariners. You never really know. Ooh, bold prediction. Stanton breaks Judge's record with 65. Oh, man. Oh, man. Yeah. If they got Reynolds, I would pause the live stream, go out and get McDonald's, Big Mac and a pie, come back and restart the live stream. If it's in our time where McDonald's is still open. So, but I would do that. I would do that. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. But let me wrap this up, gang. I want to thank you all for coming on. That's what we got right now. I'll keep it coming. I have my projections for the Yankees offense coming out later this week. Appreciate all your support. Judge and Stan hit 40 plus. Rizzo hits 35. I would take that any day of the week, baby. Any day of the week. Vladdy Jr. celebrates first team win like it's the world. Yeah. Yes. Breaking Reynolds to Yankees. Bryce, yeah. I think you're trying to get my butt to McDonald's right now. McDonald's is closed, unfortunately. I think they close at 10. I do. You just want me to eat that Big Mac and apple pie. It's beast mode, man. It's beast mode, Bryce, but it'd be music to my heart, man. Music to my heart. But thank you all for coming on. Thanks so much for your support. I appreciate you. Go check out The Shift as well. Wonderful, wonderful channel, and I appreciate you all. See you all on Saturday night. Peace and love. Over and out.